our community so many years ago. This is 25 years. Can you believe that? And so many of you in this room have been involved with it from the start. And we thank you. Now please stand and join me in the I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to recognize and welcome some special guests. Ohio State Representative Trace Hutchinson, Marion County Commissioners Andy Apfeller, Kerr Murray, and Ken Stiverson, Marion County Municipal Court Judge Teresa Ballinger, and former recipient of the Athena Award, Marion County Clerk of Courts Jessica Wallace, Marion City Auditor Miranda McGinnis, Marion Township Trustee Karen McCleary, and Marion City Councilman Mike Knapp. Thank you very much for joining us today. I'd like to express a huge thank you to the local business partners who have generously given to our event this year. We could never do this without all of you. Those businesses are showcased in today's program booklet and are displayed on the front screen here through our Athena presentation. Today, I'd like to introduce you to the 2022 Athena judges also. They had a very difficult task of choosing this year's Athena recipient from the field of nominees. And while all of our nominees are very, very deserving, the process is a difficult one for our judges. And it's all based on a score. So they get the nomination forms, they follow a scoring sheet, and the score is what determines who the recipient is. This year's judges, please stand and remain standing. Marion County Commissioner Ken Stiverson. Past Marion Athena recipient Phyllis Butterworth. And one of our generous sponsors, Regional Director of the Ohio Central Region of Modern Women, Doris Dunn. Special thank you to each of you for your generously giving of your time and attention to the Athena selection process. Thank you. I'd like to have the very dedicated and talented and strong women of the Marion Women's Business Council Board stand. These ladies work tirelessly to honor our mission statement, which is, the Marion Women's Business Council inspires women to reach their full potential through mentoring, networking, education, and recognition. I'd also like to recognize any woman in this room today who has ever been a part of Women's Business Council. If you'll please stand. Year after year, these ladies come together to support each other's professional and personal growth. And a special thanks to each of you for the way that you've worked in our community throughout the years, and those that were involved in this year's event. We couldn't have done it without everyone's effort, so we thank you so much. Now I'd like to introduce one of our past recipients and Women's Business Council board member, Ms. Diane Galloway.
She never quits, even if she's not doing everything well. Just reminding her, she's doing great. Thank all of you for joining us for the 25th Marion Women's Business Council. This is the perfect opportunity to celebrate the strength and the passion of women in the Marion area, and wow, they will never ever disappoint. I look around back, and I could read somebody again. No, you need to forget it. But what an honor to see the history of growth and giving and passion and strength of leadership that women in Marion have demonstrated over and over again. It just takes my breath away. And the support from so many members in the community. Look around. You know, over 180 people here to support this event today. Thank you for taking time out of your lives to be here. There is truth behind the notion that one small idea has the power to create a better world. One that offers giving, more coaching, more collaboration, and more learning. The Marion Women's Business Council began in 1994 by a group of women to foster and promote an organization that assists all women in sharing their experiences and networking their talents. Through the years, the Marion Women's Business Council has given thousands of dollars to charities of the Marion area. And as we grew just 4 years later, we added the Athena and the Marion Area Women's Athena Award in 1998. Building on that proud heritage, we created another platform to continue the strength and legacy through education by creating the Women's Business Council Scholarship, which many of you bought the 50/50 tickets for today. You know, that will go toward enhancing and strengthening and growing our scholarship for strong young women coming up with a part of our inspiration in growing this organization in our motto. So we want to make sure we added that last little bit to make sure that we were doing all we could to help women in the area. We are proud to continue serving that vision through the legacy of education. And so far, we're proud to say we've led 4 women, we've helped 4 women in search of their best futures through scholarships. So we're very proud of that. The scholarship grows through generosity. So there's information in your program book, and there's also some back there on the reading table. If you'd like to pick up an opportunity, a pledge card or a donation card, we'd love to have you donate money to the scholarship. It's truly an investment in the future of our next generation. I am privileged to welcome the esteemed 2020 Athena Leadership Award nominees. These women are being honored today for their selfless contribution of time, energy, to improve the quality of life for others in the Marion community. They have demonstrated leadership, excellence, creativity, and initiative in their lives, and have contributed to changing society for the greater good. Ladies, please stand as I call your name, and all of us please hold your applause until we introduce them all. Pat Bollinger, Joy Biscoff, Doris Dunn, Jody Galloway, Teresa Lucky, Did I say it right? Lucky, Helen Messenger, Christy Neff, and Julie Prettyman. Please celebrate these women with your applause. I also want to welcome those that demonstrated their appreciation of these amazing women by nominating them for this year's Athena Leadership Award. Also, a special welcome goes out to this year's nominees' families, friends, and co-workers for joining us today to celebrate these outstanding women. Doris, I didn't say yours. I thought I said it. Okay. But she's watching on Zoom. So she'll be joining us in a moment, so, okay, all right. I lost my place, thank you. It's my honor to introduce 2 of my dedicated Women's Business Council board colleagues who have the honor of introducing the 2022 Athena Leadership Award nominees and their nominators. Maggie, can you join me in front of the board? Thank you.
St. Vincent de Paul Society Food Pantry is her nonprofit of choice. Pat graduated from Bowling Green University, a retired teacher. She taught school in Green Camp and Prospect, mentored students, and it was always available with friendly advice and a helping hand. Pat has been a 4-H advisor for 60 years. There is actually a milkshake booth at the Marion County Fair named after her. A 4-H member herself, Pat later became a 4-H advisor for the Green Camp Shamrocks. She particularly enjoyed planting flowers in the local cemetery and community center. But Pat is proudest of her work with the Marion County 4-H milkshake stand. They raise money every year at the county fair to support her local 4-H programs. In 2019, Pat received the Meritorious Award at the Ohio State 4-H Conference for her 60 years of service. She has also been inducted into the Marion County 4-H Hall of Fame and was recognized as the Marion County Supporter of the Year. Pat fills her days with volunteer activities. She has been helping at the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry for 15 years, coordinating volunteers and preparing food boxes for clients. Pat is an active member of the St. Mary Catholic Church. Pat is a Pearl Roberts Award recipient. The award is presented annually in the recognition of outstanding community service and volunteerism by a senior citizen in Marion County. A board member of the Marion County Council on Aging and executive board of the Marion County Retired Teachers, Pat also serves as the president of the Marion Green Camp Seniors. Nominator Sherry Hutchins calls Pat an inspiration. She volunteers selfishly and gives all the organizations she is involved with 100% of her time and dedication.
Joy Bishop. Joy Bishop serves as president of the Ohio Health Garden Memorial Hospital and chief nursing officer at Ohio Health Marion General Hospital. Dr. Kurt Gingrich nominated Joy for the Athena Award this year. Marion Matters is her charity of choice. Joy holds a Bachelor of Science from the Ohio Wesleyan University and a Master of Science in Nursing from Yale University. She also pursues countless leadership development classes on her journey, understanding the importance of learning and growing. Joy is committed to helping other nurses do the same. Whether making rounds, attending a meeting, or talking with a colleague, Joy can be found teaching and encouraging other nurses along the way. She frequently puts on her scrubs and works alongside her teams to connect with frontline nurses, be a mentor, support them, and help them solve problems. Joy serves on advisory boards at Ohio Northern University, Dry Rivers Career Center, Marion Technical College, and Rhodes State College, where she contributes to their nursing program curriculum. Joy and her teams organize fundraisers to support local nonprofit organizations in the Marion community, a Marion Matters board member and graduate of the Bridges Out of Poverty class. Joy also served on the Marion Area Chamber of Commerce Board and was co-chair for the Ohio Action Coalition Task Force. She received the coveted PRISM Award for Ohio Health for a drug shortage plan. Nominated by Dr. Kurt Gingrich, said that Joy practices inspiring, conscious leadership, empowering nursing teams to advance in their careers. Joy truly feels that helping other people see their potential and achieve their goals is the best part of her job. Prior to the pandemic, Joy reduced nurse turnover at Marion General well below the national average. She accomplished that by strengthening a shared governance model, increasing compensation, and investing in nursing professional development. Congratulations, Joy.
All right, we're actually going to ask Pat and Joy to come up. We should have asked that when we read their names, so my apologies. Next, we have Doris Dunn. Doris is the Member Relations Manager for the Marion Area Chamber of Commerce. She was nominated for the Athena Award by Matt Carberry. Her nonprofit of choice is the Heart of Ohio Homeless Shelter. Doris has consistently performed her far beyond the original purpose and intent for her position from the very first moment she joined the Marion Area Chamber.
According to our nominator, Matt Carberry, she has a deep passion to help the Marion business community thrive. Doris designed and implemented many new member-to-member benefits. She truly cares for every one of the Marion Chamber members. Doris served on the Heart of Ohio Homeless Shelter Board for many years. She volunteered at the Victory Center Church in the music department, and with her mentoring project for young women, Doris later volunteered at the Family Life Church and assisted with the Church Women's Conference. From there, she joined the Marion First Church of Nazarene Choir and serves on their welcoming committee. The Marion Chamber has over 100 women-owned business members. Doris helped certify and compile a new women-owned organization directory to help the community specifically seek out those businesses. Her support for new women-owned businesses makes a difference. She provides access to resources such as loan and grant information, small business development center assistance, chamber marketing, and cost-saving opportunities to increase their success. Doris facilitates the Chamber's Leadership Marion class, where she mentors future community leaders. More than half of these women, the Leadership Marion program was named one of the 2021 Marion Maid honorees. Doris also volunteered with the Marion County Fair program. Nominator Matt Carberry said that her heart is in Marion, reaching out every day to new and existing businesses looking to make the way in her community. Congratulations, Doris, and Doris is joining us live on Zoom.
All right, Jody Galloway, would you like to come to the front? Congratulations, Jody. Let's get your plaque. Jody Galloway serves as Director of Marion Proper Prevention Programs, and that is her nonprofit charity of choice. She was nominated for the Athena Award by Laura Butler. 12 years ago, with support from ADA-MH Board and other local prevention advocates, Jody founded the Marion Proper Program. A licensed social worker and Ohio certified prevention consultant, Jody has been a champion of prevention for over 20 years. Jody mentors professionals in other communities to help them establish their own peer prevention programming. She is a strong proponent of Teen Institute, giving young people opportunities, skills, and recognition. Her guidance helps them navigate adolescence by building self-esteem and confidence. Jody is one of the founding members of the Ohio Youth-Led Prevention Network's Adult Advisory Council, which helped establish a statewide youth prevention network at the annual We Are the Majority Youth Rally. High school students from across the state march in support of a drug-free lifestyle. Jody's local and state affiliations include Drug-Free Marion Coalition, Youth Leadership Marion, Schools Understanding Critical Components Empowering Student Success, Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities, and the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Association of Ohio. In 2021, she received the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Association Community Champion Award. In every aspect of Jody's life, she is making a difference in a young person's life, wrote her nominator, Laura Butler. Outside of the work, Jody serves as a cheerleading coach and youth coordinator for the Buckeye Valley Fair Booth. Many of the women who started their careers with Jody have gone on to pursue vocations in social work, education, and prevention programs. Nominator Laura Butler said that Jody is one of those people whose skill and dedication motivate those around her, raising the quality of work in everyone that she touches. Congratulations again, Jody.
Serves as the Executive Director of the Marion Family YMCA, and this is her nonprofit charity of choice. She was nominated for the Athena Award by Karen Reed. Teresa began her career with the Y nearly 30 years ago, serving as the Marion Family YMCA Executive Director for the past 13 years. She teaches national YMCA training courses, serves as a member of the Y's National Advisory Council, and represents the United States at the 2006 YMCA World Council in South Africa. Teresa received the League of Minnesota Human Rights Commission 2007 Human Rights Award for her inclusive work with the Somali community in Southwest Minnesota. Teresa partnered with the Marion Public Health on the Creating Healthier Communities Coalition, served as fiscal agent and lead partner for the Marion Mentors, and with the Marion Community Foundation support, she expanded summer day camp and the WISE work on racial and social justice. As a member of the Peace and Freedom Committee, the Marion Rotary, Marca Industries Board, Marion Technical College Foundation Board, and the past member of the Rushmore Academy and Ohio Heartland Community Action, Teresa is also a Marion Technical College adjunct faculty member, teaching human resource management in Marion's prison communities. Teresa demonstrated support for women by providing child care for families throughout the pandemic so that healthcare professionals and safety personnel could work. After several local child care centers closed, the Y moved forward with part-time preschool to a full-time child care center, and while continuing to offer before and after school child care and a full-day preschool program. Nominator Karen Green noted that Teresa made it a priority to increase the number of women on the WISE board of directors. She mentored young women who have joined the board and developed these women to active and valuable participants in our communities. Congratulations.
Next we have Helen Messenger. Helen, I'll let you come on up and get your plaque. Helen Messenger is the Community Relations Director at Tri-Rivers Career Center. Charles Spielman and Diane Watson nominated Ellen for the Athena Award this year. Exploratorium is her nonprofit charity of choice. Ellen began her career as a reporter, photographer, and managing editor before starting at Tri-Rivers, where she has worked for 32 years. Ellen is known for her integrity, honesty, creativity, passion, and initiative. Ellen volunteers on numerous boards such as Special Wish Foundation, Can Do, Marion Maid, Noon Kiwanis, Children's Services, Marion Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, Tomorrow Center, Marion County Historical Society, Marion County Bicentennial Committee, Marion Technical College Foundation, and 100 Women Who Care. She is a former Red Cross board member, Chamber of Commerce member, and Codes for Christmas volunteer. At the state level, Ellen works with the Ohio School Public Relations Association, Ohio Association for Career and Technical Education, Ohio School Boards Association, and Ohio Tech Press Marketing Committee. In 2019, Ellen received the Ohio Association of Career Technical Education Case Setters Distinguished Service Award. Charles Gilman said that she doesn't believe her service is to Tri-Rivers only, but to the whole community. Giving her time and talents to the community is all about helping Marion grow and succeed one person at a time. Ellen started an internship program at Tri-Rivers. She supports young women from mentoring in high school to advising them long after graduation. Ellen's marketing efforts helped bring the Ramtech initiative to life not only locally, but statewide and nationwide, which includes promising career opportunities, not just for boys, but girls as well. Ellen served as trustee at Salem United Methodist Church and assists with special events and projects. Nominator Diane Watkins knows that Ellen genuinely sees the need to make a difference. She forever shares an enthusiastic attitude, and that adds to the pleasure of knowing her. Congratulations, Ellen.
Christina serves as the program director for the Marion Buckeye Ridge Habitat for Humanity, and this is her nonprofit charity of choice. She was nominated for the Athena Award by Lisa Bush and Pam Stone. Christy always enjoyed PTA leadership roles and volunteer work. She went from staying home with her young children to work with Habitat for Humanity and assisting other mothers to make a home for their own families. In partnership with Lowe's, Christy organized Women to Build to help families build strength, stability, and independence through housing. As program director the Buckeye Bridge Habitat, Christy helps prepare single mothers for home ownership. She works directly with families, teaching them to rise above the hardships of life and celebrate their success. From simply learning to mow a lawn to dealing with domestic violence and building support systems. An active participant in Habitat on the Hill, Christy relayed local community needs for affordable housing legislation directly to lawmakers. Christy is a member of the Marion New Kiwanis, Marion Rotary, 100 Women Who Care, Women's Business Council, Marion Continuum of Care, Marion Housing Coalition, Community Business Connections, Salvation Army Advisory Board, Women's Republican Club, Marion Popcorn Festival Committee, Leadership Marion, and the Parks Enhancement Project, also known as Marion Pep Club. As president of the Marion Pep Club, Christy partnered with the community leaders to build an all-inclusive playground for all children, including those with disabilities. With support from the Marion Rotary, Ohio Health, and the Marion Community Foundation, the Chamber, the Marion County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and the City Parks Department, Marion Pep Club unveiled a new playground at McKinley Park last year for children of all abilities. Award nominators Lisa Bush and Pam Stone noted that Christy's devotion to this project has improved the quality of life for others in our community. Congratulations.
Julie Raymond, come to the front. Congratulations, Julie. Julie Raymond is Vice President and Director of Programs for the Marion Community Foundation. Dean Jacob nominated Julie for the Athena Award. Her nonprofit charity of choice is the Women's Business Council Scholarship Fund at the Community Foundation. Julie made an immediate impact when she joined the Marion Community Foundation. She raised the bar of the Foundation's grant and scholarship programs by enhancing the online application experience. Julie has established relationships with local charities and to better understand and address their needs. Her collaborations with local nonprofits help the Foundation award and monitor grant programs. Nominator Dean Jacobs said that community leaders know they can rely on Julie to be so well versed regarding the needs and services of our community and help match those needs with appropriate services. Dean pointed out that as an officer of the Marion Community Foundation, Julie is prohibited from serving on most local boards and organizations to avoid any conflicts of interest. Otherwise, I'm certain she would be highly sought by many community organizations. Julie has been a member of the Marion Rotary Club for 8 years. She is active in her church and coordinates the Foundation staff's annual Christmas toy donations. Julie is enthusiastically involved in Marion community agribusiness. She served as promotions chair for the Marion County Farm Bureau Farmers Care Breakfast and co-chaired the Bureau's social media program. Julie played a critical role in the community's resurgence in recent years. She organizes professional development activities for women, mentors Foundation interns, advises local nonprofit leaders, and assists with the Youth Engaged in Philanthropy program. Behind the scenes, Julie has been known to help with childcare and transportation. Always one to go the extra mile, Julie focuses on whatever task she is doing and accomplishes it in an excellent way. Congratulations, Julie.
And just to round it out, can we have Matt please come up and hold Doris's flag? That's fine. Well, you're the nominator too, Matt, so. Trying to pass it off.
for the outstanding. It just never gets old, does it? Wow, that's exciting. I'd like you all now to draw your attention to the inside cover of your book. Every outstanding Athena Leadership Award recipients from 1998 through 2020 are honored and listed there. We are excited to have some of those special ladies with us today. And this really does my heart good. These women have certainly made their mark on Marion County and on hearts and minds across the city for years. Without them, Marion wouldn't be the terrific place it is. They're certainly part of Marion, Maine. Ladies, please come forward as I call your name for a group photo. And everyone, please hold your applause until all the ladies are up on the stage. Thank you. In 1998, a very special lady who's a true warrior in the community, who's a strong mentor, an amazing lady, proud to call her friend. The first Athena recipient is Lois Fisher. Followed very graciously in 2001 by recipient Karen Reed, who's another strong warrior in Marion today. The next recipient in 2003 is Diane Glassmeyer. Wonderful lady. In 2004, another strong pillar in the community. Proud to call her, among my friends, I do all of these ladies, Elaine Merchant. Followed in 2008 by recipient Kathy Masters. Great to have her here, another outstanding woman. In 2009, recipient Tarina Rose. Is she here? Okay. Oh, she's going way back. Wow, there she is. She's awesome. In 2010, a gracious lady, Diane Watson. In 2012, recipient Judge Teresa Ballinger. In 2013, this gal she's the Energizer Bunny. She keeps on going and giving, and she's a member of the Athena board, Angela Corbetta. Truly a tower in our community, a true leader. In 2014, recipient was Phyllis Butterworth. In 2015, one of the kindest, most gracious leaders you'd ever meet, Jody Galloway. 2020, we have our Beth Meadows. These are the recipients that will be with us here today. We certainly respectfully salute every Athena, whether they're here with us or not today. Please give a big round of applause for these outstanding women. She's our 2020 Athena recipient. She's an extraordinary woman. She's a valued leader in our community. Strong Christian involvement in our Marion community with so many churches and activities. It's I'm proud to introduce our speaker of the day, Beth Meadows.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations to all of the nominees this year. It is a great honor, still reeling from it, but I want to wish you all the best of luck. Each one of you are well-deserving. So I want to begin today by sharing my sincere gratitude for the opportunity to address you and to have been selected an Athena Leadership Award recipient. If you were here when we were last together in 2020, you would have witnessed a rarely seen phenomenon, and that was me, speechless. I honestly cannot say that I find myself in that position very often, but I was truly overwhelmed to have been honored in this way. I look around the room at the previous award recipients and contemplate all they have accomplished, and I'm still bewildered that I am in their company. Simply to have been nominated was an honor in itself, and I want to say thank you to Doris Schwartz for that submission and her belief in me. And if you don't know Doris, I encourage you to take the time to do so. She is a true cheerleader for this community and many organizations who seek to make their community better or themselves better. Having a cheerleader in your corner is really phenomenal. I have shared with my family that I would like to have inscribed on my headstone when I pass, "She left it better than she found it." Some years ago, I was reading a book about how to be a better human being. I don't recall the exact title, but I know it was something to encourage personal growth and development. And one chapter talked about the benefit of having a life motto. If I didn't use this, would you still be able to hear me? No. All right. It's not that I don't like microphones, I'm just ringing. I can't say that I had really thought about the idea of stating what that might be, but I had just sort of lived my life by this creed. But when I was challenged to write it down and share it with some friends, I took the challenge and began to declare this as my motto. If you would have asked my mother if this was the case when I was a child, she would have said, "No, have you seen her bedroom?" But as I grew, I realized that there were opportunities galore to create something better, and I was motivated to figure out what that might be for me personally. When I realized that picking up the trash on the sidewalk made my neighborhood look better, then I started picking up the trash. When I realized that sharing a kind word would often turn a dismal situation into something more positive, I began to share kind words. When I realized that reading personal growth and development material from trusted sources resulted in a more positive attitude, I began to make time to routinely read. And when I realized that sharing what I had learned would positively impact others as well, I started sharing and encouraging others to believe in themselves and their dreams. I am so grateful to Ohio Health Marion General Hospital, who has put up with me for the past 38 years. And not only that, but they believed in me. They have promoted me and allowed me to exercise my leadership muscle, pushing me even when I really didn't want to be pushed. Over the years, this organization has invested in its leadership team through programs like the Speed of Trust and the Business of People and other programs. As a business leader, it's important to invest in your people. If you want to see great results, Marion General did that for me, and I am truly grateful for it. I started out as a part-time file clerk not long after I graduated from high school, and today I manage volunteer programs in the foundation of Marion General and guest services for Marion and Hardin Memorial Hospital. It keeps me busy, and I would say it keeps me out of trouble, but that would not be true. And if I am anything, I am honest. And while I am sincerely grateful for the opportunities I have been given, I think that it's healthy for all of us to take the time to contemplate where we are, what we are doing, so that we can maximize our time on this planet and do the most good possible. I am blessed to have a daughter who loves these types of conversations, and so not long ago, I was in a talk with her and she asked me this question, "Mom, what is it that you want to do?" And my answer really wasn't the kind of answer she wanted, and so she prodded a little bit further. But my answer did not change. What I told her might sound like I'm being falsely humble, but I promise you, as I promised her, it is true. And what I said was, I want to help you succeed. There is honestly nothing more exciting or encouraging to me than when I see someone I love be wildly successful and to have had a hand in that process. When she is successful, then I, too, am successful. The same is with my husband, my son, my siblings, my friends, my employer, and my community. I am the most fulfilled when I can offer something that will make the person, the situation, the environment better than what it was when I first encountered it. As I prepared to share with you today, I researched and discovered that the Athena leadership model is based on 8 principles that resonate with me in the fulfillment of my personal goals. And I want to share those with you today. They are: live authentically, learn constantly, build relationships, foster collaboration, act courageously, advocate fiercely, give back, and celebrate. To live authentically, we must be willing to take the time to really get to know ourselves, who we are, and what we believe our calling, gifting, and passion in life is. Embracing who God created us to be, not who everyone else tells us we are. And I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to be a lifelong learner. Many people hear that statement and think that means I must pursue formalized higher education. And while that is one option, it is not the only option. Availing oneself of the myriad books, podcasts, and periodicals that are literally at our fingertips can be every bit as helpful. Entering into conversations that challenge your viewpoints or bolster your beliefs contributes to the betterment of self. Building relationships and fostering collaboration are paramount to influence. The words build and foster are both verbs, which mean they require action. Relationships and collaborations only happen with intentional behavior. You might think that you have a relationship with your brother or sister, your mom or dad, simply because they are who they are. But that's not true. Even familial relationships must be built, just like any other connection in your life. And I cannot speak more adamantly about the need for collaboration, and I'll share a little bit more about that in a few moments. To act courageously requires understanding what courage actually is. Often society gets courage and bully confused. We equate loud with courage, and that isn't necessarily accurate. Sometimes courage requires a bullhorn, and sometimes courage requires silence. I'm sure you have all heard the saying, it's better to be silent and thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. The Merriam-Webster definition of courage is the mental or moral strength to venture, persevere, and withstand danger, fear, or difficulty. Acting courageously is sometimes scary, but it is always rewarding. I'm going to make a reference to my daughter again at this point. The 6th quality of an Athena leader is being a fierce advocate. Victoria's a pretty phenomenal person, and I'm not just saying that because she's my daughter. She really is genuinely cool. And when she was in 5th grade, she was out on the playground at recess. There was a group of her classmates playing a game of Foursquare, and among those kids was a boy who was different, an easy target for bullies. And this day, I guess, she just had enough. Some other boys decided it would be funny to pick on this classmate, and Victoria intervened, telling them to stop, but they didn't, and neither did Victoria. She became a bit fiercer in her approach, and when they still didn't listen, she proceeded to pin one of the bullies up against the fence, get in his face, and demand they stop. He did. Sometimes our advocacy needs to be fierce, in your face, not backing down, maybe even a little risky. Now, please understand, I'm not advocating for violence. It did not come to blows on the playground, gratefully. Victoria probably would have won. But sometimes we might need to get our feathers ruffled to see the results that are necessary for positive change. And for those of you who know me, you know that my Christian faith is what guides me above all else. It is not at all uncommon for me to reference a scripture in the Bible or in nearly any setting because I believe scripture is truth and truth always applies. So to keep true to form, I want to give a scripture reference for this quality of an Athena leader, give back. Luke chapter 6, verse 38 says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over shall men give unto your bosom. For with what measure that ye meet withal, it shall be measured to you again." In other words, when we give with an open hand and an open and glad spirit, what we get in return will be abundant. And generosity comes in many forms. Often we think it's about money, but time, kind words, acts of service, intellectual sharing, creativity, and so much more are ways that we can give back. And the 8th attribute is to celebrate. This is exactly what we're here to do today. We need to take the time to celebrate more in our lives as leaders and influencers. And I'm sure you've heard that what gets rewarded gets repeated. So then let's party. Let's highlight the wins, no matter how big or how small. Let's let the good we see every day shine brighter than the chaos and destruction. In 2012, my brother called and said, "Beth, I have the perfect opportunity for you. I think you should be on the Downtown Marion board. I think it's exactly what you would like to be involved in." So I attended a board meeting, and the rest, as they say, is history. In January of 2013, I was asked to serve as president, and I accepted. And in my first meeting, serving in that capacity, I shared with other board members, only a few of which I knew, that in my opinion, the very first order of business was that we would no longer operate in a silo. In fact, I was so bold as to say that as of that day, we would be a catalyst for collaboration in the Marion community. I am a lifelong resident of Marion, and I had seen for decades how that we as a community were really not very unity-minded. We each had our pet projects, and we played in our own sandboxes. As a board, we began to foster collaboration among our peers and city leaders and business leaders and organizations. We were determined to work as a unit, knowing that there is strength in numbers. And I am delighted to share today that there is a high level of collaboration that happens in your city. I won't say it was an easy process or that it's perfect, but we advocated fiercely for a new approach, and we are now reaping the benefits of that work. As a board, we gave back to our community in hours, muscle, dollars, and ingenuity. In 2013, our goal was to fill vacant buildings. Today, there's a waiting list of potential occupants. We said we want to see more people visiting our businesses and eating at our restaurants and shopping in our stores. And today, you can drive down Center Street. You'll see students outside Marion Technical College, patrons exiting the retail shops and the corner market, and business executives walking to a local restaurant for lunch. We said we want to see the streetscape look more appealing. And today, you can walk the streets and admire the cardinals, creatively designed and painted by local artists. There is construction happening in almost every street as investors work to improve the buildings and preserve the legacy of our historic downtown district. I could literally stand here for hours talking about all the things that have happened over the years, and that the generosity of people and organizations such as this one have perpetuated. And I've been asked many times why I gave so much time and energy to the work. Why didn't I just go along with the voices of all the other naysayers who said the last one out of Marion, turn out the lights? What propelled me forward? And every time I say, let me tell you about my plastic high-heel shoes. See, when I was a kid, I lived just a couple of blocks from our downtown. Every Saturday, I would get my allowance, $1. Anybody in here remember $1 allowance? And I would go with my siblings on a little walk. We would walk downtown to one of the retail stores that were there at the time, Kresge or G.C. Murphy or Lerner or, you name it. There were several stores downtown. And often I would use my dollar to buy something for somebody else in the family. I come from a number of people. And so, but then every once in a while, I would splurge and buy something for myself. And I absolutely loved plastic high-heel shoes. So I would buy those shoes, take off the ones I wore and all the way home. With my siblings going, Bev, take off the shoes. I didn't want to. See, this represented what was so special to me. This is what motivated me to keep going. The idea that community existed there is what was my passion and what was the vision I had for what it had the potential to be. Recognizing the value of the mission and the people, connecting with the purpose, being passionate about the possibilities, having a vision for the future, maintaining the belief that it can be done, both trusting in and building trust with your partners, demonstrating respect and kindness to your team and other leaders and the organization, honoring the work of those who have gone before. All these attitudes are necessary for achievement. I love this quote attributed to Isaac Newton in a letter he wrote in 1675 that says, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." We often think of ourselves as the cleverest. It is because of my great idea, or because I did this, or I invested in that. But even King Solomon wrote in Ecclesiastes 1:9, "There is nothing new under the sun." I look around this room, and I see faces of people who have worked longer than me, harder than me, more passionately than me. And I say thank you for making my way smoother. Thank you for going before me and leading me, showing me what was possible, and even to those from decades or centuries ago, leaders, pioneers, influencers, catalysts. I am here because of them. I encourage you to take the time and reflect. Become acutely self-aware and work in your passion, your gifting, your calling, because that is where your leadership, your influence will flourish, and your accomplishments will be profound. Thank you.
There's my folder.
We don't know what to do next if we don't have a great holder. Okay. Okay. Once again, I'd like to salute the 2022 Leadership Award nominees and thank them for their contributions to this community. And now it's the moment we've all been waiting for. The 2022 Athena Leadership Award recipient is Helen Messenger.
Thank you. I'm totally surprised. Thank you.
So another little tidbit is that we have the results of the auction, and Ellen's charity of choice is the Exploratorium in Marion, and the total raised with the match from Modern Woodman of $2,500 is $5,384. Oh, no, you can't go anywhere. Set some things down if you'd like. I know the statue's kind of heavy. Now I'd like to introduce our Women's Business Council Junior Vice President, Lisa Bush, and she has some proclamations.
to share with you, and we'll be introducing some others to share as well.
Thank you, Kathy. And I would like to say congratulations to all the nominees, well deserved, and especially congratulations, Ellen. We're very excited to celebrate this moment with you. We will have a couple of other dignitaries, leaders in our community that will come forward and do a proclamation for our Athena recipient for 2022. I would like to invite our county commissioners. We have Ken Stiverson, Cora Murray, and Andy Apfelfeller. And Andy, I believe you're going to read the proclamation. If you would come forward, we would appreciate that. After the county commissioners present their proclamation, we will also have Representative Tracy Richardson from District 86 come forward and read the proclamation as well. And the last proclamation, I actually will read on behalf of Scott Surser, our mayor for the city of Marion. So, and he said he was able to be here today. So you go ahead.
Thank you. Well. I want to thank the ladies who put all this together. I don't know, I've been around a few years, and I've always had great respect for those who find that. I'd like to thank everybody out there, the ladies in this community. So many I know that have been here or are very deserving. And I see what you do, so do not quit. So many people seem like they work so hard, and I guess the one I think so much of, or people out in the community I think so much of, are those that are silent and just do things, and they really don't ask for anything other than those people to respect what they've done for the community, and you may not have done it so well. Move over here. Any of you who were here? Oh, okay. That's sorry. Congratulations. And congratulations. Congratulations to the nominees. Take a deep breath there. Okay, proclamation reads, and this is from all three commissioners, Herbury and Spiderson. Whereas the Marion Women's Business Council, a nonprofit organization dedicated to networking opportunities for women in business, annually presents the Athena Award, which recognizes outstanding business and professional women in the community. And whereas the Marion Women's Business Council Athena Award recipient for 2022 is Helen Messenger. Congratulations. Who has served as the Director of Communications at Tri-River Spirit Center for 32 years, and whereas in her role as Director of Communications for marketing efforts, helping bring the Ramtech innovative to life, not only locally but statewide and nationwide. This includes creating pathways to promising and fulfilling career opportunities for many women and men. And whereas Ellen is known for her integrity, honesty, creativity, passion, and initiative, which can be seen by her volunteerism on the numerous boards and committees. In addition to many worthwhile causes, she serves as a member of the Children's Services Board and is also one of the Codes for Christmas organizers. And whereas an active member of Salem United Methodist Church, Ellen served as a former trustee and has assisted the special events, flood cleanup missions, and painting projects. And whereas in receiving this award, Helen Messenger joins the ranks of over 8,000 previous Athena Award recipients in the United States and around the world. Therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Marion County Commissioners hereby congratulates Helen Messenger on her honor her dedication, service, and commitment to the citizens and community of Marion County. Witness whereof, we, the Board of County Commissioners of Marion County, Ohio, have hereunto subscribed our names and caused the official seal of Marion County honor to be affixed the 14th day of March 2022. Signed by myself, Andy Appleford, Ms. Stuyvesant, for Murray.
I just want to congratulate the Women's Business Council, all the nominees, and Ellen. And I want to tell you that this has been a very inspirational hour, or whatever it's been for me. I've enjoyed it, and I want to come back again sometime. Thanks to all of you.
Well, good afternoon. I just have to say, when I walked in today, I was energized. Do you all feel it? We're back in the saddle. This is so great. And wonderful to see my sisters, members of the Women's Business Council, and Ellen, remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. So, I have the auspicious and honorable opportunity to be here today to present a proclamation on behalf of the General Assembly of the State of Ohio. But more than that, I'm here because as your state representative, I am so happy that we are moving Marion forward. Can we get a round of applause for all of you? When I have the chance to be in a room full of women, energized, hardworking, dedicated, caring women, and you men as well, I am so uplifted. So, without further ado, I would like to just take a moment and read this proclamation. The General Assembly of the State of Ohio, under my sponsorship, and on behalf of the members of the House of Representatives of the 134th General Assembly, we are pleased to congratulate Helen Messenger on being presented with the 2022 Athena Award by the Women's Business Council of Marion. You are a remarkable individual, combining civic concern and dedication with selfless initiative to become a dynamic leader in the Marion County area. And this prestigious accolade is a fitting tribute to you for the outstanding efforts you have displayed as Director of Communications at Tri-Rivers Career Center, and so much more. We heard so much more earlier. And I won't read all that's here, Ellen, but I will read this final paragraph. Willingly giving of your time, energy, and abilities, you have striven to better the world around you. And through your generous contributions, you have earned the respect and esteem of the entire community. We are certain that in the years to come, you will continue to demonstrate the unwavering commitment to excellence for which you've become known, and you are truly deserving of praise. And thus it is with sincere pleasure that I commend you on your recent distinction and salute you as one of Ohio's finest citizens. And it's signed by me, Tracy Richardson, and the Speaker of the House, Bob Cupp. Congratulations.
Thank you, Representative Richardson. We appreciate it. And now I would like to, on behalf of Mayor Scott Sturzer, read a proclamation on behalf of the City of Marion as well, where it says, whereas this true leader has demonstrated her commitment to the betterment of her community by giving selflessly of her time and talents, serving as a role model and an inspiration for others. And whereas she exemplifies the underlying philosophy of the Athena Foundation of incorporating the talents and expertise of other women into leadership positions in business and community service and in government, not by her words alone, but by her example. And whereas, as the Community Relations Director at Tri-Rivers Career Center, this individual, Helen Messenger, is known for and has displayed integrity, honesty, creativity, passion, initiative throughout her 32-year career. She has been a vital part of the growth that has occurred at Tri-Rivers during her tenure, including starting an internship program, mentoring young women from high school and beyond, and ensuring marketing efforts which impact career opportunities for those the school serves are successful. Whereas as a lifelong member of Salem United Methodist Church, she has served as a trustee and assists with special events and projects. And whereas through the years she has shown remarkable creativity and initiative, not only in her profession, but also through the various boards and committees on which she has volunteered to serve at the local and the state level. And whereas today, Helen Messenger is joining the ranks of more than 7,000 women who have received this award in communities worldwide since 1982. Now therefore, I, Scott Surser, Mayor of the City of Marion, Ohio, do hereby proclaim Monday, March 14, 2022 as Helen Messenger Day. And express the appreciation of the entire community for the dedication and commitment Helen has demonstrated many times over for Marion. Thank you, Helen. Oh, yes. Diane, would you please come? Diane Watson, would you please come forward? And Chuck Spillman, would you please come forward? Congratulations. Thank you. And congratulations again, Alan. What just a powerful, emotional moment. We sincerely appreciate you and all that you do for our community. I will now pass the baton to Terry Martin, who will talk to us about the auction items.
Community leaders without a lot of help. And I want to thank everyone for bidding on the beautiful baskets and items that were donated by our generous businesses. We want to thank the local businesses that made this auction possible. And if any of you were bidding last night, at the last minute, you saw there was a lot of battling going on. And actually, Kathy lost out on a couple of them. So. Special thanks goes to Modern Women for the match up to $2,500. All funds raised this year go to the Exploratorium in honor of our recipient, Helen Messenger. Congratulations. So, as Kathy told you, our auction actually brought in $2,884 with a match of $2,500 for a total of $5,384. recipients, just in case you weren't aware that you won. Christy Neff, Karen Cortez, April Short, Kathy Seckel, Alan Wilson, Maggie Grading, Karen Kerr, Lori Seckel, Terry Waldo, Pam Workman, Betty Hendricks, Sherry Hutchins, Mike Morrow, Michelle Miller, Kim Weatherhead, Terry Martin, Angela Corbetta, Jared Tedrick, Tracy Graham, Patty Menacey Bodiger, Pam Penny, Cheryl Bowers, Bev Young, Phyllis Butterman, Cassandra Bautista, Diane Glassmeyer, several of these individuals won multiple, so Terry Waldo, and again Betty Hendricks. Those individuals that are here, when the event is over, if you want to come over here, our Women's Business Council will help you get your baskets. But again, I want to thank you for all your contributions to Marion Women's Business Council and Athena.
All right. Now we're going to do the 50-50 drawing. I believe the total was, okay, so it was $350, so $175 goes to the winner. Before I draw, if you are a previous recipient of the Athena Award, please stay after if you'd like to get a couple group photos. And if you are a Women's Business Council board member, you can't go anywhere anyways. We need to do a photo. What else? Is that it? Yeah. And our current nominees and our nominators, please stay. Okay, ready? Blue tickets. Okay, it is 1532660. You have a minute. 1532660. Oh, maybe. Wouldn't, the six is in. I just want to say 15. I said 15. 0. 2 years ago we were standing there making jokes, well I was making jokes about hand washing, and where we are today, and I'm just so thrilled to see all of your faces. Thank you all for being a part of this event and making it so successful.